Hey Facebook, it's Kristen Odell here. So I'm coming to you live from my very messy basement. As you can see, there's my workout bench and got my bookshelves over there and my crafting behind me, my TV. Hi Brian, hey Lisa. So I just want to make this quick live post. I'll make it pretty short and sweet. I was asked by a bunch of my challengers recently, one of my groups, about how I am able to fit it all in. How am I able to work a full-time job, take care of my kids, run a coaching business, and also meal plan and prep and run the groups. And I realized that, some people think that I'm able to do it all. I'm not. Sometimes I have to choose each day what I'm going to leave out because every day I'm not always able to do everything. I'm not perfect. And I attribute it a lot of times to my type A personality, the things that I am able to accomplish each day. And I got to thinking, there are so many people out there, that have a type A or describe themselves as being a type A. And I thought to myself at the same time, well, is that even a good thing? What exactly is that? And what are the other types of personalities? Is there a B and a C? So I started looking it up. And of course, I think type A is like the best because that's what I think I am. I don't know if there's any other type A'ers out there. Give me a thumbs up if you think you're type A. But I thought, that would really be a really interesting thing to write a blog series about because so many people do identify with that. And so I looked it up a little bit. And if you're not sure if you're type A, there are type B and possibly C. It basically is there's a lot of controversy around the personality types as well if you really want to get into some of the scientific specifics of it, which I'm not because some of that is really boring mumbo jumbo. But the bottom line and scratching the surface of it is that people who identify with being a type A personality find themselves they cannot stand to wait in line. I hate waiting in line. My father does too. We always find ways to get in front of the lines at Disney. He's like an expert at it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. We never wait online when we go to Disney. There's millions of people there. We go to the front every time. He's got a way for it. And I learned from him. Type A's are also described as being workaholics, and I have actually used that word to describe myself before. And I love what I do, but I do work long hours, and I have times in my life where I work less and work more, but I enjoy working, and it's part of who I am. It's part of my identity, so I definitely feel that as well. Type A personalities are very much anxiety prone, which may be a negative. And a lot of times we tend to grind our teeth and bite our nails, which is really crazy to read that because I actually do both. I don't grind my teeth anymore, but I used to really, really badly. And I do bite my nails sometimes. And I used to also do that a lot worse in the past. We don't really like to waste time. We sometimes can think like when things don't go well or our way that it's like the end of the world. Like it's like a catastrophe. Sometimes we could be a little dramatic with that. And it's really interesting too that a lot of times we have so much on our mind that we can't fall asleep. We just think about it and we sit there and we lay there and we think about it and it runs through our minds and we're just like always turned on. That's a lot of type A personalities do that. I definitely do that. I'm actually a night owl probably because of it. Instead of laying there and letting things run through my mind, I just don't sleep. I just don't lay down. I'm doing things at 2 and 3 in the morning sometimes, and that might seem really weird to people. But I don't know. I describe myself as a night owl, and I don't like to lay down until everything is done, and I just can't let myself try to fall asleep. The other things that type A people, I'm describing type A personalities for those of you who just tuned in live. Thanks for joining me. A lot of times we have to-do lists. I am not joking. I have to-do lists for my to-do lists. If you were to look at my iPhone and look at my notebook section, I mean, it's embarrassing how many notes and lists that I have in there for things. I love lists, and I'm always adding to them. They don't get lost. Like, they're constantly being looked at and adjusted and changed. Like, I have to have them with me at all times. I mean, the invention of the iPhone was awesome for somebody like me. Everything is sometimes urgent. Like, we need to do things like right now, right then. I hate to procrastinate. Like, I enjoy watching TV, but I'm always doing something else while I'm watching TV. I'm folding laundry, I'm up, I'm exercising, I'm feeding the baby, I'm doing something. I don't just sit and like idly watch TV for an hour. It's very difficult for me. We also have like a million alarms on our phone. I don't know, anybody out there keep like alarms on their phone to remind them of everything throughout the day? My phone goes off, I don't know, probably 5 to 10 times a day to remind me of little things, places I'm supposed to be, phone calls I need to make, errands I need to run. And if it's not in there, I might forget it, and then that's it. Like my whole day got ruined because I forgot one little thing. We don't have a lot of patience for laziness. I mean, there's a lot out there. Like the qualities of type A people, there's a little bit in everybody. But if any of these, like this whole list, resonated with you, you're probably a type A personality. I'm going to post a link for like a test that you can take down below to see what other personality you might be, or if you identify with being a type A. And the reason why this is important and why I'm actually doing a Facebook Live about it is that type A personalities have possibly been linked, especially due to our high anxiety and high stress, to a higher risk of, we're more prone to having blood pressure issues or hypertension, and definitely more prone because of that to having heart problems or heart disease in the future. And, preventative medicine is really important to me, and making sure that, we all stay healthy. It's something that I'm passionate about. And when I read that my personality type might predispose me to something like cardiovascular disease or high blood pressure, it like really, I don't know, it's sad. I'm proud of being a type A because I feel like we are doers. We get things done, but to know that might put me at a higher risk to something later on in life with my health makes me uneasy. And so I thought this would be a great series to do some blog posts and some videos on in the future about people who have type A, about some of the personality traits that means for us, and how we can find ways to reduce our anxiety, reduce our stress, and how we can find ways to relax and sleep better and just improve our overall health. So if you identify with being a type A personality, you might want to keep an eye on me, look out for any of my future Facebook Live posts, and also keep watch for my blogs, which will be coming up soon. So I will be sharing the link for that later on. So I want to thank all of you who tuned in to watch me live today. It was so nice to see you, and I thank you for all the thumbs up. And hopefully I will see you all soon in the future. Take care.